So you've probably heard people talking about traps, right? But what the heck is a trap? And what the heck does it do on your body? Stay tuned here, we're gonna talk more about it. First of all, trap is a muscle in your shoulder and your back, right? It's triangularly shaped, it runs down your spine, and it comes out towards your shoulder blade, and all the way down, about midway down your back. If we look at Bobby Bones here, he's got his scapula right here. That's your shoulder blades, right? He doesn't have any muscles. He is a skeleton. So if we were to imagine muscles on Bobby Bones, he would have traps that came down here by his neck, ran down his spine to about here, and back out towards the scapula, right? So that muscle right there is responsible for stabilizing and moving the shoulder blades, and also the movement of the shoulder up and down. First, we're gonna talk about your upper traps, right? That's the part of your trap that runs up part of your neck, down your shoulder, and a little bit into your back. Our upper traps are responsible for a lot of shoulder movement up and down, right? So if I were to overhead press here, my upper trap's gonna have to contract a little bit in order to push that weight all the way overhead. It's also responsible for shrugging. Next, we're gonna talk about your lower traps. Now, those are the ones that are most responsible for the movement of your scapula, right? There's other muscles at play too. Today, we're talking about the traps. Watch and learn. So they're responsible for movements like this, where I'm pulling my shoulder blades down my back. Your lower traps are also partially responsible for pulling your shoulder blades together. You know what the traps are now and what movements they do, but why are they such a pain in the neck? Most Americans spend their day sitting at a desk, right? Their hands are forward, their shoulders are forward. We're not focused on posture. This puts our traps in a very shortened position, and it also leaves them really tight. So that can cause, a lot of fascial adhesions, knots in your muscles, things like that. And the way that we're gonna be able to release those is by mobilizing them and doing some myofascial release. First, we're gonna talk about myofascial release. We wanna release your upper traps so they're not so overly dominant that they're causing you neck pain, right? Since they are responsible for a lot of neck movements. In order to do that, we're gonna place trigger point balls. You can use tennis balls, these are lacrosse balls, on your upper traps. Lay it down on your back. Push up with your hips a little bit for a little additional pressure, and arm circles. Arm circles in both directions. This is gonna place pressure on that upper trap muscle. It's gonna help release the fascia, and it's gonna help deactivate those upper traps a little bit so that you can access the lower ones. Next, we're gonna think about activating the lower traps, right? And we're gonna do that with some super focused scapular movements. Right now, I'm doing a scapular push-up, sinking my chest down, pinching my shoulder blades together, pushing down and away. By releasing our upper traps, mobilizing and activating our lower traps, we should be able to reduce some of that neck and back pain and improve our posture. First, we're gonna talk, nope, that's a bus. Bus.
Fuck you, bus.
Bussy bus bus. Bussy bus bus